Alright, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another Hankins FC video. Sorry if I sound sick today, and sorry that I may or may not have taken probably 2 months to upload this video. But today we are talking about a sad topic, and it may not be sad, it depends on what you guys think. But today we're going to be discussing, this is a discussion, I want you guys in the comments to tell me what you guys think, but is Fortnite dead? This is a topic that's been you know, reinstituted. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's been re-brought up or brought up again for like the third time. Every time the game's about to die, Epic Games pulls something out of their ass, and then it just gets better. But is it really getting better, or is it just gonna go downhill from now? So if you guys haven't seen, I'll put them on screen, but I'll also let you guys know on EU FNCS. Last time there were 26,000 teams playing, and this time there were 16,000 players playing. And on NA East, it went from 16,000 to 6,000. So you might be like, well, there's still a lot of people, and wasn't that on a weekend, and today was on a weekday? Well, today well, you're wrong, because there was another one which was on a weekend, and it had even less players. Why is that? Because we saw at the start of the season that Epic Games brought in the no builds, which made everybody come back to not competitive, but come back to the game. Tfue, Nick Mercs, everybody decided, even Ninja, to some extent, decided to play the game again because it felt new, it felt fresh. And after that hype for about 2-3 weeks, the game's dead again. But why? Because pretty much Epic has decided to cater none of their energy to anything really. So they're a bit in the middle of building and non-building, because they added non-building, everyone liked it, but they haven't added that many things to make non-building, like cover and stuff like that. It's like in other games there's lots more like Warzone, the fights just feel a bit more, you can hide, you can do something. As like in Fortnite, there's a lot of green area, and if you can't build, then you just can't do anything. And I always thought that building was like why Fortnite was popular, but it showed that Fortnite doesn't need building to be popular, or so it seemed like it. Everyone was having fun for some time. Everyone was telling me to have fun. I personally didn't like it, but that was me. They added mantling and all, which was okay to try out, but it hasn't really changed that much in the game. So pretty much we're at just a stale point. The last time the numbers were this low was about in chapter 2 season 8, the last chapter of season 2. It had the same amount of views and popularity as it does now. Actually, before we continue, I have a challenge for you. Open any tab on your computer and search up any Fortnite YouTuber and tell me if their views have gone up or gone down. Alright guys, please do that for me, because all the Fortnite YouTubers I'm seeing have lost all of their viewers recently because of, well, just no one's really watching it and people are watching other games. Okay, but is it actually dead, or is it just the competitive? Well, it still has over 3 million active players last time I checked, and that was about 3 days ago. Valorant had 800,000, Fortnite had 3 million. So people are still playing the game. Lots of people are still playing the game. 3 million active players is nothing to just, brush over. But why is no one watching it? For me, I believe that it's just because it's not fun to watch non-building. Nothing looks skillful when you're watching that. When you're watching pros build, you can aspire to do something. So when you're watching non-building, it just doesn't look that nice for Fortnite. Warzone was different because there was slide canceling and all, and slide canceling in Fortnite just doesn't work. So I think it's just not fun to watch. And of course everybody, has different things of what they want to watch. But I think it's pretty clear that no one actually wants to watch Fortnite, because on Twitch, I looked yesterday. It was on the second row, and it used to be either first or second game. there was slots in front of it, and it's just no one really was watching Fortnite. Of course, it still had over 100,000 viewers, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong, but compared to what it used to be a month or two ago, like it's really going downhill. Another reason I think that Fortnite is getting dead is just the lack of fun or updates. So pretty much Chapter 3 Season 1. Why did everyone come back? Because there was huge updates throughout the entire season. There was the Spider-Man mythics. They kept on changing it to make it bounce in competitive. It had 80 in at the start, then it had 10 at the end. But in casual, they still kept it 80. And the loot pool was different. But why have they stopped that? At the start of Chapter 3 Season 2, they had the biggest update. I think it was even bigger than Chapter 3 Season 1. And everybody came back. It showed that if you put time into updates, people will come back to your game. But they just kept on, just stopped making updates. And every update, okay, they add an item. But it's no fun item, you know? They add boring ass items that no one cares about. So they really have to step their game up, because I personally believe that the lack of updates is really what's causing this game to go downhill. Personally, I haven't played the game in 3 weeks, just because I kind of got bored of it. I'll probably play it again like I always do, but I'll probably post some Valorant. Okay, but we don't really care about this. Let's continue talking about Fortnite. But yeah, the lack of updates really does like destroy competitive. And they've done something good, which I'll talk about in about a minute. But I quickly wanted to touch on the loot pool, and I wanted to say, it's Jerry, and I was watching his video, which inspired me to make this one, right? But he said he wanted completely different loot pools, because he wants, you know, a loot pool that stays in competitive and a loot pool that stays in casual. I somewhat agree with this point, because I do think some fun items shouldn't be in competitive, but I do believe that there should be some connection. That's why I didn't like no building when I made the video on it, because there's no connection. And how are casuals going to turn into pros if there's no connection? You know, it's like playing a different game. You know, just because I play Valorant, I'm not going to then become a pro in Rainbow Six Siege. It doesn't make sense. And playing a different game, for me, it honestly felt like a different game. You're not going to be able to, and then of course some pros are going to quit every year. So how are you going to bring the casuals up? So I think there has to be some connection. But I do agree fun items should belong in casual and not in competitive. I do agree with that. So what's a good thing, you may ask? Well, they added rewards for being, you know, in a higher thing. So, you know, Valorant, Rocket League, all these games that have proper rank systems, every time you rank up, you get like something you can put on your gun, or a skin for your gun, or like in Rocket League, it's a banner that says what, you know, what rank you are. And honestly, I think that's such a good idea that Fortnite can easily add. And if you really think about it, it's easy to add. Or also, once you die, it says, you know, Chapter 3 Season 2 Champions League Division 10 player. And it has something cool on it. Don't tell me you wouldn't like that. So they've added this, but on a weapon skin, which I'll put on now, I think. But it looks terrible. Why would I grind for that? And it's not really a grind, because I don't think anyone's going to be like, oh, I can go for this, let me play arena better, because no one is, and no one will do for that. Like, it's not going to be a proper ranked system until you make it like a bronze, you know, Apex Legends, all that bronze, silver, gold, whatever you want. But it's not going to be a proper ranked system without that, and I think Fortnite needs to take that into consideration, that they can't just add this cool cosmetic that isn't even cool, that doesn't look good. You know, sure, upgrades, but it's literally just got the Champions League thing on it. It's terrible. I hate it, and I think it's one step towards the right direction, but it just doesn't look good. Like, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. But anyway, guys, I think that does everything for this video, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys learned something, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.